Well, hello everyone. This is lesson 5-9, and I am introducing a brand new guest tonight.
Hello everybody.
That's the brand new guest. You have to try to figure out who you think the guest is. It will be revealed by the last slide. And today's lesson is going to be on powers of products and quotients. That sounds a little intimidating, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
It's not that bad though. All right, so first of all, let's talk about what powers are. Powers are just when we take the exponent of something, right? So when I take something like x squared, okay, that's considered a power because I'm raising something to the second power. Okay,
Right.
so we're dealing with x. So power is another name for that is exponents. Now, product is just a fancy name for two things multiplied together, and quotient is just a fancy name for two things divided. And the quotients, by the way, think about what chapter, and everything we're doing in this chapter is mostly about fractions. So fractions are quotients. They're really one number divided by another. The numerator is being divided by the denominator. So that's why this is in this chapter. But we're going to talk about the products as well. All right, so that's the deal. All right, so let's break it apart. So first let's do some products. Okay, so if I give you a product, like something like 3 times x squared, and we raise that to the third power. Okay, if you think about what this really means, everything inside these parentheses is raised to the third power. In fact, if I wanted to rewrite what the power really means, it really means 3x squared. My stylus is not cooperating today, so I apologize for that. Times 3x squared times 3x squared. It really just means multiply 3x squared times itself 3 times. All right, well, let's break this down. What do you get when you do that? Well, let's do the numbers first. What's 3 times 3?
3 times 3 is 9.
Times another 3 is?
27.
27, so that's the number part. Now, x squared times x squared times x squared, that's 2x's, 2x's, 2x's. That's a total of how many x's? X to the 6th power, right?
6, yeah.
Yeah. Or, now, let's go back to the original number. I don't have to write it all out. What is 3 to the third power? Well, 27. What is x squared to the third power? That's a power to a power. That's the one where we multiply the exponents. So the answer is x to the 6.
Right.
Let's do another one. Let's do one where we break it up. Let's do 2x times 3y, and I know I could have put the 2 and 3 together, but I didn't. Okay, and let's just square this. Okay? So everything inside those parentheses gets squared. So 2 squared is?
4.
4. X squared is just x squared. Let's make it a little more interesting. Let's start with the y being y cubed. Okay, 3 squared is?
3 squared is 9.
9. And y cubed squared. That would be y cubed times y cubed. That would be y to the what power? 3 times 2, right?
Yeah.
So 6.
6.
Same as before. Now, we could have combined ahead of time. We can go ahead and combine now. The 4 times 9 part, those are both numbers, coefficients. So let's put those together. That's 36. X squared. Y, ooh, I'm going to run out of room there. Y to the 6. Okay? So, in general, the rule for product, if I have two things like A times B, and I raise that to the m power, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take A and raise it to the m power, and I'm going to take B and raise it to the m power. That's really what we're doing. Oops. That's really what we're doing here. So that is the rule. Okay. Now, we just kind of threw that one in because we're going to be talking about powers of quotients anyway, but that's how you do powers of products. Now let's talk about what we're really interested in, and that is quotients. Okay? So in other words, if I take a fraction like A over B, and I raise that, we use the exponent n this time.
Okay.
Well, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take the nth power of the top, so that's A to the nth power, and we're going to divide it by B to the nth power. All right, let's practice it. Let's just do a couple. Okay? So let's take, for instance, let's take 3 over B, and let's raise it to the third power.
Okay.
Okay. So what's 3 to the third power? We just did that a second ago, didn't we?
9.
3, nope. That's 3 times 3 is
wait.
9.
Yeah.
One more 3.
Is 27.
27 goes on top. And on the bottom, B to the third power. I don't know what B is. Do you know what B is?
No, I don't
No,
know
I
what
don't.
B is.
B is a variable.
Well, yeah.
Well, then we're going to have to leave it as a variable. So B to the third power is just B to the third. That's it. That's all there is to it.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Let's see. let's use c squared, this is a hint as to the identity of my mystery guess, over s cubed. And let's raise that. Let's raise that to the third power. Okay, it's not cooperative. Okay, so I picked those initials for a reason, so you can maybe sort of figure that out. All right, but let's go ahead and do this. The 3 didn't really come out, did it? Let's fix that. All right, so that's to the third power. All right, so on the top, get over here. On the top, so we have c to the second power, raised to the third power. So what do I do with those exponents again?
We just put.
We multiply them, right?
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
come on.
Hey.
Get with the program here. All right,
Okay.
so c squared raised to the third power is c. Think about it. C squared times c squared times c squared. It's c to the.
C to the 6th.
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to write it. My stylus isn't working. There we go. C to the 6th. And on the bottom, s to the third power. Multiply those. What do you get? S to the.
S to the 27th.
No, you're not raising the power.
Oh,
you multiply
what?
3 times 3. We're just raising power to a power. So
Oh,
you multiply
okay.
the exponents.
Okay, all right, so 9.
Good. Okay. And there we go. Good job. Okay. So you
Yeah.
get c to the 6 over s to the 9th. That's it. So basically, if I want to take a power of a fraction, by the way, it doesn't have to have variables. We can just take our plain old regular fraction. So we take 3/7, and I'm going to raise that to the third power. So the top is 3 cubed. Now this one is 3 times 3 times 3. That one's 27.
Yeah.
Oh, why did I do that? 7 to the third power. Okay, I got to do that on the side work. So 7 times 7 is 49. Times another 7. We're going to have to actually do the work over here. Why did I do that? Okay, I get 63. 4 times 7 is 28. Plus the 6 will be 34. So I get 343. Oh, that was fun. 304. Oh, I knew that one actually. 343. All right, so that's what you do. If you want to take a fraction to a power, you just take the power of the top and the power of the bottom.
Okay.
Now, if you want to, I don't know, I wouldn't do it this way, but if you want to, you could just multiply 3/7 times 3/7 times 3/7. That would work too, but I think it's easier to just do the top separately and the bottom. Okay, so what I'd like you to do, we've got 5 problems for you, and I know that's kind of a lot. We usually do 3 or 4 problems, but we'd like you to pause the video right now and try each of these problems, and then come back, and we're not going to spend a lot of time doing them, but we'll let you check your answers. Okay, so make sure you've got a piece of paper. Maybe you've got your daily quiz log. This would be a great place to take notes. Do these 5 problems. They should go really quickly. Remember that numbers are being raised to powers and exponents are going to be multiplied. Okay? When you're ready, press play, and we'll see if you get them all right. Okay. If you're hearing this now, you should have taken a stab at these 5 problems. I'm going to give you the right answers here. Okay, so this first one, 2p to the 4th power, is 16p to the 4th. The next one is going to be 3 cubed, which is 27, x to the 3rd power, y to the 6th power. Okay? The one after that is a negative. Notice that negative is out front, so it's going to stay out front. It's not going to affect anything. It's 2 to the 4th power, which is 16 y to the 4th power. And the bottom one, before we get up to that top one, the bottom one is negative 2/3. All right, and the bottom one is a negative inside of an even power. Negative times a negative is a
Positive.
Yeah, and I can put a plus sign just to remind myself there. And I get 4, 2 squared is 4, and
Right.
3 squared is 9. You don't really need the positive sign, but 4/9 is the answer. All right, I'm going to change colors for this last one. Okay, so this one's a little more complicated because we've got numbers and a variable, but we're going to take everything, we're going to cube it. So 2 to the 3rd power is 2 times 2 times 2, that's 8. X squared to the 3rd power is going to be x to the multiply the powers. 2 times 3 is 6. And 5 to the 3rd power, 5 times 5 is 25, times another 5 is 125. So I switch colors just so that it doesn't get ugly. Probably should have circled the answers, shouldn't I? So those are the answers you should have gotten. All right. Now for the big reveal. There we go. There's the mystery guest. And yes, he is in a video. So thank you very much for tuning in. And hope you enjoyed. And thank you for watching. And we'll practice more of these exponent power problems in class.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks, Cameron.